More coffee, Nancy?
Yeah, darling, I'd love some.
Okay. What is this? Now, these bills are just about the same. Again. Now, the billing is probably wrong. Some computer errors or something.
Hey, you're talking to yourself. What's the matter?
Oh, I'm okay. It's these gasoline bills. They're enough to make me talk to the walls.
Well, we both knew when I went into real estate that I'd be doing a lot of driving.
Yeah, I know that. But I drive half as much as you do, and our bills are just about the same. Again, look at that. You drive all over the county. I understand it. What do you have, some secret gasoline supplier?
No, actually, I get up in the middle of the night and siphon gas out of your car.
Oh, you're pretty funny this morning, Nan, but I'm about ready to believe anything.
You had your car tuned up, didn't you?
Yeah, the car's fine.
Well, hey, you want some breakfast?
No, thanks. I'll get something later.
Well, I don't think the computer made a mistake.
Well, something's wrong.
Bill, maybe it's the way you drive.
What?
You drive kind of jerky.
Oh, come on.
No, the way you start and stop the car, it's not smooth. They say that...
Who's they?
I don't know. It's something I read or heard somewhere. But if you accelerate too fast, you use up more gas.
Well, that can't make that much difference.
Well, we could get you a bicycle.
Now, you were really funny today.
Well, I try. No, really, sweetheart, we've got to do something about these gas bills. Listen, how about if I take you to work?
Well, what if you have a late call? I don't want to be stuck waiting for you to show up.
Yeah, maybe so. Oh, hey, speaking of late, I've got to get going. I'm meeting that couple in Glenwood. I think they're going to take that house.
Oh, honey, that's terrific.
Yeah. Hey, did you get the lights upstairs?
Yeah. Well, we better get going, huh?
Turning down thermostats to save on the cost of heating. Turning off lights to save on electric bills. These are things we're all growing accustomed to. But what about saving on the amount of gas we use when we drive? True, there isn't any one knob to turn down or one switch to push. But there are a number of simple things you can do. The way you drive and the way you handle your car. Things that will save gas and make the driving difference. For example, the way you accelerate. It makes a big difference in how much gas you use. A jackrabbit start uses a lot more gas than easing into traffic. The same is true for braking. The essence of good gas mileage is continual even motion. If you come up to a car and put on your brakes and then have to re-accelerate, you'll use much more gas than if you simply take your foot off the accelerator, slow down gradually, and wait for the other car to get out of the way. By not tailgating and by anticipating the movement of traffic around you, you can avoid braking and complete re-acceleration altogether. Be aware of a red light several yards ahead. Slow down, and as it changes to green, bring your car smoothly and easily up to speed again. Saving gas doesn't involve anything very complicated. Just a few small adjustments here and there. But those adjustments can mean lower gas bills and can make the driving difference.
So you can take care of that all right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what else. Oh, and Al, I pre-surveyed your first job, and you're going to need a hand with it. So, Cindy, why don't you go with him before you start?
Okay.
I think that's about everything. Oh, and listen, everybody, don't forget, the kids are out of school for the next 10 days, so watch out. Okay? Get going. Oh, and don't forget plant sales.
Morning.
How you doing?
Hey, guys, there's a couple of vans idling in the lot out there.
What's the difference? Well, that's just because it's so cold out there.
You go a couple blocks and you warm up. The difference is you're wasting gas.
Okay, everybody, on your way. Have a good day.
Take care. Have a good day.
Hey, what do you want from them? They do their job. So what if some of the guys warm up their vans? They've been doing it for years. What difference can a couple of drops of gas make?
Multiplied by the 400 vans in this district, those little drops turn into big gallons pretty fast.
Listen, there are plenty of times when I let my own car idle.
Well, if you let your car idle for more than a minute, you're using more gas than it takes to start it.
Yeah, well, listen, why are you so excited about all this?
Well, since I'm responsible for all the vehicles in this district, I'm starting to hear plenty about that kind of waste. All the letters I get from the companies, memos from the boss. Hey, you with me?
Oh, yeah, I was just thinking.
Well, glad to hear that. What's the problem?
Well, you're not the first person today to talk to me about wasting gas. Nancy and I were talking just this morning about all the gas I've been using in my own car. In fact, I was going to ask you about it. I use as much gas as she does, and she drives a hell of a lot more.
See, it's all that idling.
Come on, Ron, I don't leave my car idling all day long, day in and day out.
Okay, so it's not only the idling. Maybe something's wrong with the car. Does it need a tune-up?
I don't see how. I had it tuned about 6 weeks ago.
So it's probably okay.
Hang on a minute. Bill Corbett? Yeah. And what's the trouble? Yeah, all right. Well, listen, where are you? Well, I got Ron here with me. I'll bring him along. Yeah, about 10 minutes. Yeah, I know you're not going anywhere. Okay, we'll see you then. It's Terry. His van conked out over near the park. I told him we'd come over. Do you have time? I mean, you know more about these vans than I do.
Sure.
Damn, I haven't gotten anywhere near that paperwork.
Listen, I've got this test car. Let's take it.
How come?
I've got something in it I want you to see.
Oh, all right.
One of the oil companies loaned it to us.
Hey, it really kind of cleared off, didn't it?
Well, wait a minute. It'll change.
Yeah. Oh, I got to get some gas in my car before they close the pumps.
Okay, I'll wait for you. Hey, you know, your tires look a little low.
Yeah, so?
That affects your mileage also. These tires can be inflated up to 32. That's where you should keep them if you want good mileage.
Yeah, okay, I'll put some air in them when we get back.
You don't sound especially convinced. Now, seriously, you're wasting a lot of gas if you're driving around with underinflated tires. Keeping them at maximum pressure is just about the easiest thing you can do to save gas. Does make a difference. Hey, don't do that.
Hey, now what?
You're topping off the gas tank.
I always do that.
But if you fill it way to the top, something's going to spill out. You gotta know that.
I can't worry about things like that. I got a lot of other things on my mind.
Like the big gas bills you were complaining about.
Okay, you got me.
I'll go get the car. Okay.
Hey, what's this?
That's what I want to show you. The computer.
A computer? What for?
It tells you how many miles you're getting per gallon at any given moment.
Oh, you mean the average miles per gallon?
No, I mean an instant readout.
What?
The miles you get per gallon of gas vary constantly, depending on how you're driving. This computer tells you how much and when. I'll show you.
What is this, a test drive?
Something like that. You'll see. Look,
It's not working.
0 miles per gallon. You're using gas, but you're going nowhere.
Oh, I see. That's the point about not letting your car idle.
Now, as soon as I get around this corner, get a little acceleration, we'll see how this works.
12 miles per gallon.
That's about the average for this car around town. But now, if I accelerate all of a sudden, look what happens. Miles per gallon are practically cut in half. 6.8. I don't believe it. Better believe it, Bill. This thing's pretty accurate.
Yeah, but you gotta put your foot on the gas pedal sometimes.
Yeah, but it's how you do it. It's when you really step on it that you see the big difference.
There he is.
Well, that's about all we can do here. Why don't you drive it back to the garage and we'll go over it.
Yeah, you can take Charlie's van. He's out sick today.
Hey, look at all this stuff you got in here.
I suppose I could clean it out, but you never know when you're going to need something.
Well, I'd rather they have too much in their vans and not enough to finish their jobs with.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but the more you lug around, the more energy it takes to run the van. More energy, more gas.
Yeah, you see, Ron's on this kick today.
All right, let's go back to the garage. You drive.
Okay, I'll see you later, Terry.
Yeah, thanks for coming out.
Okay.
One way to make the driving difference and save gas is to get together with co-workers or friends and form a private carpool. In most areas, some form of public mass transportation is available, and you should consider using it rather than driving your own car. Some companies are chartering buses that pick up their employees and drop them off at work. Other companies are making van pools available. Whatever the means of transportation, it makes a difference when more than one person travels for the same price.
Hey, Bill. Look at that. Did you forget you're being monitored?
7.3. Oh, yeah, I guess I did.
Well, the next time you have to accelerate, think about it, make it a little easier.
Right.
It does make a difference.
You keep your speed even, you get good gas mileage.
Let's see what this gizmo does out on the highway. Nice, smooth acceleration into the traffic flow.
15.2. That's not bad on a highway.
Oh, boy, these Sunday drivers. What happened?
Look at your speedometer. You're doing 65.
Well, 55's a little slow for me.
Well, you can see what 65 does to your gas tank.
That doesn't help it much, does it?
When you go faster, you're using that much more power just to push air. The bigger the vehicle, like the vans or trucks, the more air you got to push.
I'm going to try something. Switch on the air conditioner.
Okay? Look at that.
Oh, boy. Well, I always knew that an air conditioner used more gas. Not that much more.
That's why the company buys cars without air conditioning. You know, we've got to get back. I've got plenty to do today.
Oh, yeah, me too. I've got to go out and do some quality checks.
Most of the driving we do is necessary. But think about it. Perhaps a telephone call or a conference call can accomplish the same thing. Or why not delay a trip until there are several stops to make in the same area? When you are doing a lot of driving, plan it so that you can avoid extra miles. The miles you end up saving will make the driving difference.
Listen, you're going to be using this car the rest of the day?
You like the computer?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
All right, sure, take it. As long as I can drive yours.
You got it. Hi, darling.
Hey. Mwah.
Did you sell the house?
Well, it looks pretty good. We'll know more about it next week.
Good.
Hey, you look like a different person. Things go well today?
Yeah, I had a pretty interesting day. What's this?
Oh, well, I got home a little early, so I started a roast.
Well, that's too bad. I thought we might go out to dinner tonight.
Out? I thought we shot the whole budget on your gas bill.
Now, that's all in the past. I learned a couple of things today.
So did I. I was talking with Carol down at the office about you using so much gas, and she said...
Oh, she did she?
Yeah, like if you go over 55, like you do on the highway, well, something about the car having to push back all this extra air, and that uses up more gas.
You don't say.
It's true.
I know.
You know.
Yeah. I spent a good part of the day with Ron Miller. You know, he's the vehicle manager for our area.
Oh, yeah, well, he should know a lot about that.
Oh, he does.
Well, like what?
Well, like the way you drive really does affect your gas mileage.
He proved that to you? What did he do? Hit you over the head?
Well, not exactly. You see, he's got this computer in his car.
A computer?
Yeah, he's test driving this car that has a computer that gives a constant readout of the miles per gallon as you drive. You know, it's really amazing how little things do make a big difference.
You drove the car?
Yeah. And you know the way I start up.
Oh, do I know?
Well, when I'd accelerate hard to start, the computer registered 7.3 miles per gallon.
7 miles to the gallon.
And the thing is, I found out I could improve the miles per gallon by driving gently.
So what's the plan? You going to get one of these computers for your car?
No, I got the point. I'm just going to have to watch the way I drive. And Nancy, maybe a couple of days a week, you can drop me off at work.
You got it.
You know, it's really amazing. You develop certain driving habits, certain things you don't even know you're doing. But now I know, and I can change them.
So now our gas bills will be lower.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, my little salad maker, these are a thing of the past.